Hi everybody, this is Donnie. I'm back today to do a plan with me video in my Erin Condren life planner. I have some items here that I'm going to be using. My theme this week is going to be a red rustic floral kit that I've put together using some digitals off of Etsy, and I've used my Silhouette Cameo to make the stickers. I have pulled out a bunch of the stickers that I've made. These are gold foiled, just some little pieces and things that I've made over the past number of months. I'm going to use those. I've also bought some downloads off of Etsy from BeaYoutiful Planning. These are little computers. She has some items that you can foil yourself if you are so inclined. And then these are from Paper and Gumption, and she too has some items that are able to be foiled. So I have foiled some of these to use. I have quite a few little pieces of that I can incorporate. I also have some bows, some months, headers, things I've made for myself for my planning. So I'll be using those. My washi tape I've decided to use. I want to add some black to this week's spread. I've done this one before, so I know it'll look good, but unfortunately I can't tell you where I got all of my washi tape because I don't remember. These two black floral, I don't know what to call them, patterned washi tapes I have had for years, literally. I have no clue where they came from. This particular one with the hearts on it, I bought recently, but it was in a lot of no name and not wrapped washi tape. So I don't know the origination of those, but I bought from a girl off of Facebook and got those. I think it was a buy sell trade group. And then this particular gold washi tape, it has no name, and I don't know where I got it. I have no recollection of getting it, so I can't tell you even a guess. These two, however, are from Simply Gilded. They are the black and the red from Simply Gilded. So I'll be using those. I have a Party Happier palm, needle felted palm clip, and I also have this is from Melissa Burris at the Creative Bee Shop on Etsy. She has gorgeous glittered bows, and I have a huge collection of not only these large ones but these small ones as well, and I highly recommend them. They are made beautifully and they are long lasting, so I've really been enjoying using these. And then for my kit this week, I'm using this little setup that I made. These are the full boxes, the washi strips and headers, which I may not use. Just some notes for a full box, half box, and some quarter box sizes here that I made. Bottom washi, days of the week, date dots, some flags, just some other washi, and some pretty little bows. I always cut out extras if I have room on my pages to do that, and this one I had a lot of room. So I made a whole bunch of bows that I've bought from Etsy shops. Just a digital download, made some more flags, weekend banners, things like that. This is going to be my sidebar stickers, and that's that. So let's get started. I'm going to probably start laying down the days of the week and the bottom washi. So I'll start with this sheet. I'm trying to get planned ahead of time. Sometimes I'm good at that, and sometimes I'm not. Sorry, I just pulled off my little Erin Condren bookmark. This was last week's plan, which I did video, but I did not do a good job on it, so it did not get published. Sorry. And let's go into April. The 30th, the last day of April, to May 6th. And I'm already trying to plan this week. My last week's spread I needed quickly, I realized, because I had 2 birthdays coming up that I needed to make sure I had cards and plenty of time to send it in the mail. Let me check my frame real quick, y'all. I don't want to mess up. Okay. Get back in here. I don't think I'm gonna need to worry about covering up the lines on here this week. Like I said, I've done this one before. I wish I had put something, a marker. Here it is. And I used this bottom washi. I think this time I'm going to use this bottom washi and see how it turns out. I really loved it with the black, so let's see how it turns out. I mentioned that I had already tried to film last week, and unfortunately I'm not very good at filming, y'all. It's just pretty obvious. I usually have to do multiple parts to my videos because I do not stay under 33 minutes, and evidently my camera doesn't like anything over 33 minutes. And so I will have a second part to this. And I need to make a note. I remember now that I had that problem last week, that, or the last time I used this kit, that I had made these too long. But that's what happens when you make your own stickers. I do anyway. Nope, not that one. Y'all were probably hollering, no, not that one. This one. I'll learn as I go. And I have, with my Silhouette Studio software, every week I learn something new, and it excites me because I'm 54. I don't work out in public anymore. I stay at home person. I don't really learn anything unless I learn it off the internet from you girls. So watching y'all has always been helpful and enjoyable. I really enjoy watching y'all's videos. I follow a whole bunch of y'all, and I find somebody new every week, which is quite exciting because I have a lot of free time to do that. Okay, now, the last video I made, I botched it up so bad. How bad was it? I leaned into the camera, underneath the camera lens, so many times that all you could see at one point was all my gray hair. And we're just not going to do that. I think I'm going to use this set. It only goes to the 30th, and then we start May 1st on a Tuesday. Can you believe it's almost May? The weather here has really been weird. I know it has been where everybody lives. Kind of strange weather this year. It has stayed a whole lot cooler than normal, and a whole lot colder here. I mean, snow in April. I'm from Texas. We don't ever get snow in April. So that was weird. And I've decided, because I really don't like messing with full sheets. I have done it ever since I started making my own stickers. But I don't enjoy it. I like the half sheet size to work with. I've decided I'm going to have to reformat anyway. I've still got to fix, you know, like that size and stuff like that. But I need to reformat the way I make my own stickers, because now I'm realizing I do need definitely to make them in a usable, easy, manageable, that's a good word, a manageable sheet size. I am loving gingham right now, as you can see. I picked up some digitals of gingham papers that I'm using to make stickers with. Did I say that right? Anyway, you know what I mean. And I'm not good at this. It's just for fun for me. I like to do crafts, and so when I do stickers, I call it a craft. Even though it's with a computer, it's still a whole lot of fun. Especially when I get to, was that a holiday or something? The 5th, Cinco de Mayo, maybe? I didn't notice. But I have so much fun doing it that I call it a craft. And even the foiling and printing and cutting of stickers, it's very satisfying to me. And I do get to create on the computer, and that's a lot of fun. But again, I'm still learning. Not the best at all of this. I see so many beautiful kits out there, and I really cannot justify paying 25 bucks for a 1-week kit. I just cannot do that. So that's why I invested in the silhouette machine and the stickers, paper, and stuff like that. And when I make a mistake, I learn from it. I can redo it. I can reuse it in my own books and stuff. But it's very enjoyable to be able to make things myself and know that I'm using something that I can use over and over again. Since I do my own stickers, well, can't get that to do, that I've created myself, I can reprint them as many times as I want. And I'm also enjoying using the digital kits that are inexpensive. I get a lot of enjoyment out of being able to print and cut my own download of somebody else's work that's pretty, that I don't actually have myself. And so that's been fun. Okay. Going with the gingham theme, I'm going to use these flags. Might need the tweezers to get that straight. Hope not, though. And this one I'm going to put up a little bit above. And then just snip that excess off. Okay, there's that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my headers, and I've decided I'm gonna do this kind of back and forth, I think. So I want to have these handy. I like the look of a header at the very beginning of the week. And these, again, are foiled headers I've made myself. As you can see, it's not perfect, but I'm going to go ahead and use them because I had them made. These were the first sheets I ever foiled, were these header sheets. And so if they are not quite perfect, I just cannot justify throwing away a non-perfect sheet if there's some good ones on it. You know what I mean? So, using these full boxes, I need to decide which one I want up at the top. And I kind of like this one. I'm not even going to refer back to that other page to see what I used previously because it really doesn't matter. I really love this kit. I use a crackle background, a crackle paint background on some of these, and pulled in the gingham pieces and then just put prints like on top of those overlays. So if y'all are trying to make your own stickers, don't be afraid to overlay one type of design with another type. I love the effect that I've gotten doing that, and it's quite enjoyable to work with. And I should have whited that out, but I'm just not going to let that bother me. I think what I'm going to do is put a header above every full box. And then as I do a list, I'll put another header. But it's not going to be all the same like I kind of normally do. I think I'm going to stagger everything and just kind of see how it works. So I may have one header in one box and two or maybe even three in another box, just because I want to kind of decorate that way. And also, I really liked using this black washi, this thin black washi, to divide little sections. I don't do today headers, I don't do this week headers, I don't do, let's see, to do and today, that's what it is. Because I don't have those things in my life. I don't do a certain thing every day. I don't plan that way. It's easier for me just to kind of plan after the fact. And so I will normally make my week out ahead of time and then fill it in as the days go by. I think I'm going to go ahead and put, do I want to do that? Yeah. I'll put one of these. One of the things I did and was not aware that I had done so, and so you will see me pulling all these little pieces off here and there. When I layer one piece over another on the computer, on the software, for example, I layered a bow on top of a piece of paper, a digital paper. And when I did that, each of them had their own box, which means each of them had their own cut line around it. The cut lines will cut. Both of them will cut. You don't actually, I found out, lay one over the other and only get it to cut one time around. So on this kit, I figured that out, that I don't need to keep a cut line on both, or I should not have kept a cut line on both, because it kind of got me in trouble by cutting through the papers. I'd like to put something that I can write on. But I think it needs I think I'll just use a gold header here because I like it. When I do my planning, I plan out using certain stickers, like a pretty sticker, a functional sticker that's going to be something I can write in that's large, and then some small ones so that I can put little note things. And then I'll just kind of flip-flop throughout the week which areas of the boxes will get those stickers. Since this and this are so similar, I'm going to go ahead and drop this one on down. I'm going to put something decorative right here. And I've got this pretty one. And then trying to decide how I really want this to look. I think I am going to use a quarter box here, and then another little piece of something decorative. Let's see how wide this piece is. Ugh. Some of this is getting way too old. I needed to already have been using it. This washi. I of course mentioned that I make my own stickers. I use from online labels. I use their repositional sticker paper to make my stickers. They're matte, and I love this because I'm constantly picking up a sticker. And then I do that for my color printing. When I make a foil sheet, however, I have to use a glossier paper. It gets a much better coverage of the foiling. And I use the Mink machine. I do not use a laminator, which actually I may have used on this. I kind of think it was the Mink machine though. I invested in that after showing my husband the different quality that I was getting, and he was like, well, yeah, I'll get that Mink machine. Oh yeah, I like that. That looks cute. I like a cute setup because I don't know, I like to visually see something pretty while I'm keeping up with stuff. And I also really like to be able to keep up with my things in a book, in a paper form, because I am not very good at being able to keep up with the necessary things that I need to do. I'm gonna have to turn it, aren't I? I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to flip this upside down just so I can do this the correct direction. I've been thinking, why are some washi tapes made the way they are? Right side up, you know, wrong side, whatever you want to call it. I think it might be because of the application of foil on some of them. It may be that they print a color or a design and then overlay a foil on top of that, and so they have to rewind the tape. And so I'm wondering if that's not the reason why, you know, Simply Gilded, since they are gilded and foiled tapes, why they are to us backwards, whereas other companies, it may just be they had the black foil and then that they did it on top and only had to do it once. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and start with something. Yeah, I'll do the half box here. I'm trying to watch my designs and make sure I don't repeat something right next to each other. And ultimately, I may find that a little difficult. I'm going to go up on top of that tape just slightly, I think. Yeah. I've also been making which I don't have foiled yet, but I've been printing them out as a tester for myself to see if I want the size. I wanted to try using a midget sticker, even half the size of a header, and I call them what was I thinking of calling them? Biddies. A bitty sticker, something like that. Just kind of as I started using it, I was like, well, I need a little bitty one. And so, like half the size of a header, I think that's 1/4 of an inch, if I remember correctly. And so I started making some that were like half that size, because sometimes, like, you know, you might want to put something real tiny in a white space to cover it up, to make it pretty, something decorative. I like adding foil a lot And so being able to have something small like that is helpful in the addition of something pretty on my page. So I do that too. I just haven't foiled those sheets yet. Maybe by next week I can get those done. See how that turns out. I'm going to go ahead and put another and I dropped it on the floor, so we're just not going to even worry about that. Get another one. I think I'm going to put one of these. I'm looking at my patterns. And I think I'm going to put it down at the bottom this time and then move up from there. And I want to put some of that tape right across here. Okay. I could put another box there, but I think I'm going to put a couple of light colored let's see, I've got a good one over here that'll work. Oh, it's the same pattern as that. I don't want that right next to it, so I'm going to go ahead and use, I think I'll use these little polka dot ones. And then that's just right above that. Ah. Okay, so, and I know I have florals in the first column. And I need to be able to write on it. I'm going to try these. Might actually put a little white space between them. I've not been doing much white space, so I probably need to add a little bit right there. If I do, it's not going to hurt it, and it looks cute. That'll work. Oh, and I also made last night, and I cut them up. What did I do with those? I can't believe I can't figure out what I've done with those. I'm looking everywhere. Did I stick them in here? No, because I think I would have seen them. I don't think I stuck them in here. I made the cutest little bows, and they were black, and I wanted to add them, but what did I do with that? Oh, y'all, I'm sorry. I had the thought because I put one right here to remind me to get it, and I haven't seen it. Maybe it's in my TN. Surely I stuck them in here somewhere. Sorry, y'all. I wanted to use, there they are. Use these little guys. Okay, now I'm in business. Right here, it's like crying out for a little bow. I made them in different sizes so that I could have choices, you know. Plus they were very easy to make. I'm going to use this size right here. That's the last thing I did last night, was to print out these little bows and cut them. And I thought how cute that would be right there. I like that a lot. Okay, keep those handy. I'm going to add those here and there. Alrighty, now I think I need to remember to put a full box lower so I can start with one of these up higher. And let's use the heart one with a gold header. Okay, that coil is really getting in my way. So what are y'all thinking so far about the new Erin Condren planners that are coming out for 2018-2019? I am in a quandary because I don't want to have to not use the rest of my book. I've got it all the way through December in this one. And so I'm planning at this moment to just look at it and see if I really want to stop using this one and go into it or what. Sorry, my hands are so dry. That looks awful. Just, you know, life, world, is it world problems is what we say? I think it's time for some red washi on this too. Maybe not. I want to remember I have it though. I'm thinking something pretty right there will be next. Hearts are already been used. That's right next to the polka dots. I made these little headers along here. I think I'm going to use I could have used them, you know, as headers all the way across, but I think I'm going to use this right in here. And I need my full box down here, so that'll give me room for maybe a half box. Boy, can't pick it up. And